In a quiet North Carolina town, a young girl seemed to vanish without a trace. No missing posters, no frantic searches, no desperate pleas from her parents. For years, Erica Parsons was spoken of as if she simply didn't exist, until investigators uncovered a truth so dark it still sends shivers down their spines. What happened to Erica inside the walls of her own home, and how did the people closest to her hide the unthinkable for so long? Don't miss out on the next chilling mystery. Hit subscribe and tap the bell icon so you're the first to know when new stories drop. Erica Parsons was born in 1998, a quiet little girl with bright eyes and a shy smile. But life was never simple for her. Shortly after her birth, she was adopted by relatives, Casey and Sandy Parsons, who promised to give her stability. On the outside, their home in Salisbury, North Carolina, looked like any other suburban house, modest and unremarkable. But neighbors began to notice things that didn't add up. Erica was rarely seen outside, rarely heard playing with other children, rarely even mentioned. And when people asked about her, the answers were strange. Stories about her visiting distant relatives, moving to another state, or simply being too sick to come outside. As months turned into years, the silence surrounding Erica became louder. It was as if she existed only in passing whispers, hidden behind closed doors, in a household where appearances mattered more than truth. The stage was set for a chilling mystery, one that would only unravel after far too much time had passed. For years, Erica's absence went largely unquestioned. Casey and Sandy always had an explanation ready. Erica had gone to live with her grandmother. She was homeschooled. She simply wasn't around. Each excuse bought them more time. But cracks in the story began to show. Relatives grew suspicious. Friends noticed the girl was never present at gatherings, and neighbors couldn't recall the last time they had seen her. Still, no missing persons report was ever filed by her adoptive parents. It wasn't until 2013, when Erica's older brother finally came forward, that the silence broke. He told authorities that Erica hadn't been seen in years, and what he revealed next was chilling. Behind the closed doors of the Parsons home, Erica had endured a life of neglect, isolation, and cruel discipline. Investigators were stunned. How could a child vanish from her own home, and no one, not her school, not her doctors, not even her adoptive parents, raise alarm? Detectives searched the house, combing through rooms that felt more like a prison than a family home. There were whispers of Erica being sent to live with a grandmother named Nan, a mysterious figure no one could confirm even existed. Every lead brought more questions than answers. Was Erica alive, living in secret with relatives, or had something darker happened long ago? As the search widened, investigators uncovered troubling contradictions in Casey and Sandy's statements. Their stories shifted with every interview. And then came the most unsettling detail. Family members claimed they had heard Casey refer to Erica in the past tense, as though she already knew the girl was gone. With every revelation, the shadows around Erica's disappearance deepened, setting the stage for the shocking truth that would soon come to light. The truth investigators uncovered was more devastating than anyone imagined. Erica Parsons had never been living with a mysterious grandmother. In fact, Nan didn't exist at all. It was a cruel fabrication designed to hide an unthinkable reality. Under questioning, family members revealed that Erica had endured years of relentless abuse at the hands of Casey and Sandy. She was locked away, starved, beaten, and silenced in a home that was supposed to protect her. Then came the revelation that shattered the case wide open. Erica had likely been dead for years before anyone thought to ask questions. Her parents had concealed the truth, spinning lies and weaving false alibis to keep suspicion at bay. The girl who neighbors thought had simply moved away had in reality been gone, her voice extinguished, her childhood erased. When the horrifying details came to light, even hardened investigators admitted they had never encountered a deception so cold. Every excuse, every missing detail, every vanished trace now made sense. The silence had not been neglect, but a cover for something far darker. What had started as whispers of a missing girl had become a chilling confirmation. Erica Parsons had been murdered, and the very people sworn to care for her were the ones who destroyed her life. When the truth finally surfaced, the Parsons' carefully constructed facade collapsed. Casey and Sandy Parsons were arrested and faced federal charges ranging from fraud to murder-related offenses. Their lies had not only hidden Erica's fate, but also allowed them to continue collecting government benefits in her name long after she was gone. In court, prosecutors laid bare the years of cruelty, painting a chilling picture of Erica's hidden life. The jury heard testimony from family members who recalled the abuse, the neglect, and the evasive stories that had stretched on for years. Casey and Sandy were convicted, sentenced to decades behind bars. But for Erica, justice came too late. Her remains were eventually discovered in a rural area of South Carolina, buried in a shallow grave far from the town where she had once lived. That discovery brought answers, but not peace. The image of a girl, erased by those who promised to protect her, lingers as a haunting reminder of what was lost. Today, Erica's story stands as both tragedy and warning, a child hidden in plain sight, silenced until her absence could no longer be ignored. For her family, for investigators, and for anyone who hears her name, the question remains, how could it take so long for the world to realize she was gone? Erica Parsons' story is one of silence, an absence so carefully disguised that it fooled nearly everyone around her. Neighbors, relatives, teachers, even doctors, all missed the signs. It's a chilling reminder of how easily a child can vanish, not into thin air, but into the shadows of neglect and cruelty. The Parsons' lies crumbled in the courtroom, but their deception had already stolen what mattered most, Erica's chance at life. Though her killers sit behind bars, the justice feels hollow, arriving years too late for a girl who never had the chance to grow up, to dream, or to be heard. Even today, her case lingers like an unfinished story. What if her brother had never spoken out? What if no one had dared to question the family's excuses? How many other voices are still waiting to be heard, hidden behind closed doors? Erica's memory is more than a tragedy. It is a warning, a reminder to question what seems unusual, to listen when silence grows too loud, and to never ignore the absence of a child. Because behind every closed curtain, every unanswered question, there could be another Erica. And so we are left with a haunting reflection. How many more stories, like Erica's, remain untold, waiting for someone, anyone, to finally listen? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.